Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you one of my Hoya Nummularioides. I hope I said that correctly because I really wasn't planning on doing this today. It's a bit dark today, but I came in to check on this plant and she has peduncles, and as you can see, two of the buds have opened and she has a very light smell. A lot of people were saying that the fragrance is extremely strong. I didn't really smell it. I had to put my nose next to it. So she has, let's see, that I can see right now. And I want to document this, so I wanted to do that. So we have one here that's a peduncle, or yeah, umbel. I forgot which part is the peduncle, but anyway, so here's one, here's a second one, which had opened, and two of the buds opened, and here's a third one right there. It's so cute. Here's a fourth one, and this is just a stem. Sorry, it's not very focused. Here's another one. Let's see if it's gonna focus. There it is. There's another one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's, no, there's a sixth one right here. There's a sixth one right there. This is my first time ever to experience a Hoya flower in my entire life. I've never seen a Hoya flower before, and if I have, I never really knew what Hoyas were. And this, you know, this is one of the latest. I wouldn't, maybe not one of the latest, because I have had a lot more Hoyas after this one, but she's not the oldest Hoya I've had. So I'm super excited, and I was like, I squealed when I saw it. I was like, oh, when I saw it, I'm like, oh my god. And it does smell kind of soapy. Let me just sniff it. I'm not a big fan of soapy fragrances. Like if you are new to my channel, I do fragrance reviews because I love fragrances, and that's the biggest reason actually that I wanted to grow Hoyas, because they produce fragrant flowers, and I only want to get the ones with fragrant flowers. I was really in a point lately that I'm like, ugh, screw Hoyas. I'm not going to get a Hoya anymore because it's a flower. I'm just going to get them because it's a foliage, because there's a ton of Hoyas that their leaves are just incredibly unique and beautiful. However, because of this, I'm so excited and I'm so encouraged to keep going. But this is my first one, and I do have a lot of Hoyas already, so I don't know if I would get more. I would say there's only 2 flowers on here, and as I've mentioned before, 2 buds that opened. And as I've mentioned before, the fragrance isn't very strong for me. I have to put my nose really close to it, if not right next to it. So going back to the soapiness, so it has like that smoke. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Soapy kind of smell to it. If I am using a perfume and it has a soapy quality in there, I would hate it. But this one, it smells so beautiful. It reminds me of fresh lilacs. Fresh lilacs have a soapy kind of smell, but it's very beautiful when it's fresh. I haven't really had the pleasure to smell any kind of perfume or fragrance in which it is more in the lilac or soapy kind of scent that I really, really love. So I'm very curious as to why. But you know, fresh flowers are definitely very beautiful. Fresh flowers definitely have a more beautiful smell to that. It's fresh, so it has that. And due to the chemical change when you make it into a fragrance, and some fragrances can be artificial, that's why it's not as good in my opinion. But this, I love this one. I love my lilacs. I do have lilacs. If you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, I have posted my lilacs on there. I have a lot of lilac bushes and plants out in my backyard, and I love it every year. That cut them up and I put them inside the house, and it's super strong, but I also do add a ton of stuff in it so that it will get more fragrant. Supposedly that's what it's going to do. So this one, if you guys are curious on what I have provided, what kind of lighting she has, where you can get this pot, I do think that the pot does contribute to that, because this is my first Hoya to actually have peduncles, umbels, and buds, and now 2 blooming flowers. I do feel that this does contribute to that, the self-watering pot, because the older ones that I have also been told that due to the specific variety of them, or subspecies or variety, however you're going to call it. I'm not a Hoya expert, so I don't really know the technical terms. Those are not in self-watering, and supposedly it also takes a few years, like 5 to 7 years, before you actually see anything. This one, I've had her, I would say, less than a year, if not about a year, and now she has this. So it's incredibly beautiful, and I totally love it. And look at that. These are like light. This is what it looks like when it's got a ton of light. A lot of people are concerned that it's a burn. It's not a burn. This is just what it looks like. Some sun-bleached leaves can be very, very beautiful, and some sun-bleached leaves can turn into something that people don't really appreciate, like this, because this can get really darker, and that's just being sun-bleached. I don't really dislike it. It's not the prettiest in my opinion, but it definitely, when it's just on the outer parts, it's definitely very beautiful to me. But when it does kind of gravitate towards the middle, it does not look that pretty to me anymore. I'm just being honest. So, it's so weird, because I was just looking at this plant like maybe a week ago, and I didn't really notice that. Are you okay? Yes. That's my son. So anyway, here it is, and maybe I'll do an update when she does have, it opens more. So I'm going to take a close-up of that again. There she is. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. And it's super tiny. I'm going to put my finger next to it. It's super tiny. So it's white, and the inside is like a red purple, and in the middle is yellow. It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Totally in love. I am so totally in love today. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and you'd want to see the journey of this plant on any development. You can hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts, all my social media accounts aside from my YouTube channel will be in the description section, including everything that this plant gets. Everything, all that. So this sits on a west-facing window, and it also does get supplemental LED plant lights if it is cloudy. So I do provide for that. If it's cloudy, then that turns on, and everything will be linked down in the description section, so that if you're curious on what I feed, lighting, everything will be there. So because I know how hard it is to get a Hoya to have flowers. I know how hard that is, and I got obsessed for months and months and months, and I did every experiment you can imagine. And every single thing that worked for everybody else never worked for me. So if you guys want to try also what I've done, just so you can have, if you've tried everything else and it didn't work, then maybe you could try my method too. So here she is. And I do not do any foliar spray. I don't do any of that. So, and I also use my homemade pond or homemade chunky mix. So those are different kinds of rocks. Thank you guys for the love and support and the beautiful kind words. I love you guys so much. You guys are wonderful, beautiful people. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I know I will. Bye, guys.